Hello, everybody. This is Football Psych, and I'm Coach Mike.
And Lord Sarge.
And it's good old Shaq, and I'm back, baby.
All right, good old Shaq is back, and Lord Sarge is feeling large, and I am like as mad Mike can be, but we got some football to go on.
Shaq, you know what I'm feeling like tonight? I'm feeling like an underhand pass. Here you go. 1 and a 2 and a whoop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I look like Terry McLaurin. Now, look, I will say this. Even though we lost this Cowboys game, they put up a fight with a third-string quarterback. They did. The offense action was rolling. The defense settled down the second half. They only allowed 6 points in the second half. So, I mean, Dan Quinn made adjustments. Even though I'm calling for his job, he did make adjustments in the second half. The defense came to play the second half. They did. This is the first time I've seen in 2 years where he made adjustments at halftime.
What did you think, Lord Sarge?
I'm going to say I'm in complete agreement. I was very happy with the performance of the team. My overall opinion is that I didn't see enough depth in replacements. Where is Edwards? Where are they playing the third and fourth string guys? Why was Deebo Samuel featured so heavily? I was very disappointed with how they approached this game.
I think this my thing with Deebo. I think Deebo is just out there trying to play the lock in his contract. And the defense featured a lot of young players. Drake Jackson played. Then McGee and Mason took the majority of the reps. The young guys played. All the young guys played. Tyler Owens got playing time. On the offense, Traylon Burks was highlighted a lot. I mean, the young guys played. Bill Krosky-Merritt had a phenomenal game. Chris Rodriguez and Jeremy McNichols barely got any rock run. Our young guys played. The young guys played. Because we didn't see Tyler Owens at all this year, but we see him on defense this time around. You know what I'm saying? So the young guys got a chance, get some run in.
Yeah, so what I saw within the game, I did see a lot of younger players that are doing it. I'm going to be on a little bit of trip tonight about the quarterback position because I think that's one position that we have failed at. And the only logic that I can think of doing what they're doing is to make sure you have someone that can throw the ball to get it to some of these other younger receivers to try to get them good looks, right? Where if you have a young quarterback there who can't get him the ball, are you really able to evaluate your wide receiver talent as much? But I've reached.
Hey, Coach, Josh Johnson didn't have a bad game. He did not have a bad game. I think Kingsbury molded the offense around him. Now, it looked funny with him being 39 out there trying to scramble, giving him his all and only getting a half a yard. but he didn't have a terrible game. I mean, I feel like if Mariota played, we would have won that game.
Yeah.
So I want to try to take a little bit of the emotion out of it tonight because I know, like, when you're a Commanders fan, it's very, very easy to get wrapped up in emotion. And I'm going to go to some analytics. Okay. And I'm going to try to keep it fun and exciting, but I want to show you, like, what I see because I'm an analytical kind of dude and I look at things just differently, right? So for you fans that are out there, I'd love to hear your comments and make sure you put your comments in the comment section. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this link with a buddy. Oh, please, man. If you got 4 people watching, let's make it 8. All right, so here we go. So I am going to go down through a rundown of what I see with the quarterback position and the quarterback position only. Like, I don't really genuinely, and I'll give you guys a chance to comment. Like, for me, I don't really care about the games at this point. And I don't, and here's the reason why. It's the so what factor. Unless you pass the so what factor with me at this point, I don't care. I hate to be that guy. Right? But I'm just going to be that guy. I don't care what you're doing at this particular time other than building for the 2026 NFL season. If you're not thinking about 2026 right now in the Washington Commanders organization, you're missing the mark.
Yep.
I will tell you, if I was an owner, I would tell everybody in the organization, everything that you do right now should be 2026. I don't really care about 2025 anymore. It's already over,
Yep.
right? So everything that you do should be thinking ahead. What am I doing about 2026? What's this
Yep.
football team going to look like? How are we going to be structured? Do we have the right people in place? Is there anything that we can do right now to improve our situation? You know, these are
So
like season kind of like games. Yeah, go ahead, Shaq.
I was saying, well, Coach, this is the thing right here, though, right? And what did I say before we jumped on air tonight? We've got the best we're going to get from Dan Quinn. So it is solely up to the general manager, the ownership, and the players at this point. We have got what the best we're going to get. He took Atlanta to the Super Bowl next year. What happened after that? Steady decline, right? Defensive coordinator in Dallas. Good 1 year, steady decline. We have got the best we're going to get from Dan Quinn. So, I mean, how much more do you expect? Right now, if Dan Quinn is not going to make it past 6 games next year before he's fired. I'm letting you know right now because we got the best we're going to get from him.
Wow.
Yep.
It's sad. It's sad as an organization.
Yep.
You know, and so like again, I try to play like what if, right? Like what if I was the owner, right? Like I'm already thinking get rid of both coordinators. And if your point is correct, and I got to think of a new coach, I'm thinking of replacing my entire coaching staff at that point.
And well, look, and I'm telling you right now, depending on how this goes in Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin might be on the market next year. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So we're looking into 2026. We're looking futuristically right now, right? It depends on what goes on in Pittsburgh. If the Ravens make it to the playoffs, Pittsburgh does not. Mike Tomlin's on the hot seat. I don't care how many winning seasons he's had up there. Zach Taylor up in Cincinnati's on the hot seat. These are people that we can bring in here. They're good quality head coaches. Mike Tomlin.
What do you think, Lord George?
Go ahead,
I disagree 100%. Tomlin ain't going nowhere.
I don't know.
They're in the playoffs.
Here's what I see about Pittsburgh, right? Pittsburgh has a history of like when they hire a head coach, they're married to him for like a decade plus, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like they've always had that history. You go back in their history of it, they've had very, very few head coaches, and they hold on to
Pittsburgh beats the Ravens next week and gets the playoff berth.
Now hear me. If the Steelers do not, again, if they do not make it to the playoffs, which is a strong thing. If the Derrick Henry that showed up this week shows up in that game, if they do not make the playoffs, Mike Tomlin's on the hot seat. He's been here for 17 years. One Super Bowl.
All right, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. If they drop the ball on the Ravens, Tomlin might be on the hot seat. I'll give you that.
Yeah. I'm telling you, and if we're looking futuristically to build this team up for a long-term winning, right? Mike Tomlin's the guy. He is. He's the guy. Dan Quinn was never the answer for this team. I never liked the Dan Quinn hire. None of us did.
Yeah, none of us did. So, anyway, when we're going into this thing, one of the things I try to look at is what are we doing as an organization to kind of build right now, right? And to me, in my assessment, and man, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, right? To me, in my assessment, we're still not thinking next year. Like, I don't know what they're thinking. They're just going out there and it's like, we got games left on our schedule. We just got to play them out.
Well, look, so this is one of my things right here. So as soon as this season ends, day one, after the season ends, we don't need to wait on anything. As soon as this season ends, Marshawn Lattimore should be dropped, cut, gone, right? This is how you're gonna know if they're serious or not, right? Marshawn Lattimore should need to be gone. We need to be restructuring Larry Tunsil's contract. We need to be restructuring. We need to be planning long term for Jaden Daniels. We have to stop planning long term for him, right? So we're gonna re-sign Traylon Burks to a 2 to 3 year deal. We start getting these kind of deals done early, right? And we don't see this kind of transaction and movement here in the first 90 days after the season's over. This team is not going into 2026 with the thoughts of trying to win.
Right. And I'm very questionable whether we'll see much traction, right? Yep. Because I just don't see the emphasis on the organization. As much as I like to believe that they are, there's no evidence to suggest that they're moving in that direction. So I want to show some things with you. I gave this slide about a month ago. The situation has not changed anything. Our cap space, it has not changed. It's adjusted very, very minorly, but this for the most part is still correct, right? To your point, if we let go of Marshawn Lattimore, we'll have over $100 million in available cap space. We currently still have 6 draft picks. We must bargain shop for youth. That's still a thing of mine. We're looking for 2 new coordinators. And, Adam Peters probably needs some help. So just call me up, buddy. I'll show up. I'll help you out. All right. But as we go into that, I want to show you this. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I do got one thing with this Kingsbury, though, right? With Kingsbury, I've been doing my little insider thing, right? Kingsbury is not on anybody's NFL, this coaching cycle for NFL head coaches. Kingsbury is not on nobody's radar.
That's so scary.
Yeah, he's not on nobody's radar for the NFL coaching position going into the offseason.
I think it's because of how he's floundered this year.
Yeah.
This year, when you're going into like a head coaching year, your current year is your interview.
Yep.
And he's failed it.
And it wouldn't surprise me. I'm telling you, would not surprise me if Kingsbury is not coaching a head coach in college next year. Because his name is not being mentioned in the NFL coaching cycle for head coach jobs.
What do you think the probability of us keeping him?
It's a high probability. High probability.
Goodness, man. Lord Sarge, do we really need, come on. Are we going to keep this guy?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So anyway, I'm thinking that we probably got to move on from him. We'll see what's happened, but I want to show you guys some things. All right. So I'm throwing some things up on the screen. This is Jaden Daniels' current contract, right? Usually teams, when they're in the rookie year of their deal, and this is for people who don't track this stuff very good that might be watching, right? Like I use a cycle over the cap to use as my source of information on where people's contracts are, right? When you're only paying your starting quarterback $8 million on a rookie deal like we have, you should be building to win now. Because what happens is when they get their veteran contract, it takes such a large percentage of your overall salary cap that it almost becomes detrimental to your team. So you have 2026 and you have 2027 where he has $10 to $12 million available cap space before this contract balloons to over $55 million. By then, it's projected to be over $60 million a year.
Oh yeah, it's going to go stupid.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Check.
No. What I'm saying, okay, so they did kind of have that thought process. Hence why they brought in all these dinosaurs. They was like, okay, we built the win now, but we knew the age of this thing was not going to be able to hold up. You knew it, I knew it, Lord Sarge knew it, right? So they were trying to build this team to win now. It's just they went about it the wrong way.
Yeah, they went about it the wrong way because the way you build now is you can put heavier money into other positional groups to cover this gap until the Jaden Daniels contract comes in. Because if you're not in a 7-year funding cycle when you're looking out, and some NFL teams are looking now 10 years out in their funding cycle. When the Kansas City Chiefs signed Patrick Mahomes to his 10-year deal, they had to financially plan that out 10 years in advance. Yeah. And so, you got to understand, if Jaden Daniels is your guy, you're about ready to balloon from $12 million in 2027 to probably $60+ million in 2028.
So now I got a question for you, right? Now, say we go into next season and Jaden Daniels has another injury-prone season like this. Do we still pay him that money? No. If he has another injury-prone season like he did this year, couldn't stay healthy for nothing, do we pay him that money? Right?
Well, see, I blame Cliff Kingsbury first of all, right? Because to me, this is like RG3 2.0.
It is.
Right? Because under Mike Shanahan, we did that to RG3 and we broke him with the RPO crap, right? What does Cliff Kingsbury do? He brings in this RPO crap and he breaks Jaden Daniels. And guess what? It happened with the similarities are so strikingly scary, right? Both of them were number 2 overall draft picks, right? But both of them get hurt their second year in an RPO system. And it didn't take long. By year 3 or year 4, RG3 was out of the league.
Yep.
We are doing that to Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels, if we keep doing what we're doing to him right now, he will not be in this league in 3 years.
Well, so this is the thing right here. And how many times you heard me come on and say this style of play is not sustainable?
It's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable. Look at Lamar Jackson, what he going through right now. Or what happened to RG3. Look what happened
and
to Michael
so
Vick.
This is the copycat league crap that we did that I talked about before that I hate, right? Yep. We went through years, Large Sarge, did we not, when we talked about like everybody's going to this prevent defense bull crap that doesn't work. Yep. How many times have we done that, Large Sarge?
Man, there was that one year where everyone was going, like, when it got down to the fourth quarter and you were trying to, it was a one-score game, let's go to prevent. And team would just go 1, 2, 3, right down and score the touchdown and win the game. And you're like, what the hell are you going to the prevent and not watch? Why are you doing that? And every team was doing it. It was ridiculous.
Yes. It was so bad that I stopped watching football. And I was complaining to Large Sarge, and Large Sarge was just like, don't be like that, Mike. Don't be like that. It's not like, I just can't. I'm so sick of watching it. It got so grossly bad. Well, now we're seeing it with teams with their offensive scheme. One person does RPO, everybody's got to do RPO. We saw it when the Wildcat happened. One team did Wildcat.
Everybody doing it.
When the Miami Dolphins beat the Patriots on that, next
Ricky Williams. Yeah, Ricky Williams.
That's right, Ricky Williams, right? Like, then everybody was doing like, it's such a copycat league. And I'm telling you, like, this RPO is a phase, but we don't learn our lessons in Washington.
No.
We don't learn our history because we bring in these new coaches, right? But like the fans, they know because they lived through the freaking horror.
That's right.
We're looking through RG3 2.0 right now. And the way to fix it is change the system. The way you change the system, get a coordinator that runs a different system.
Well, look, then not only that, like we talk about this not being sustainable. Look at Kyler Murray. Not sustainable. They're out there running the same kind of offense, stuff like that, right? This is not sustainable. Even Jalen Hurts has made adjustments. Jalen Hurts is becoming more of a pocket passer now. He's not. He's
Patrick Mahomes had to make adjustments.
Patrick Mahomes had to make adjustments, right? So when are we going to learn the lesson in DC? We got Alex Smith. We got Alex Smith tore up trying to run RPOs. We got RG3 tore up trying to run RPOs. When are we going to learn and make adjustments?
I think it's because new owner, new coaching staff, they're copying everybody else because it's a copycat league. They're not. They don't have their own identity. They're just copying other people, and they never took time to learn Redskins history.
Yep.
You're like, oh, we got something new. You don't have nothing new. You're copycatting everybody else. So, like, knock it off already. Get a coordinator that's actually going to run a really good, solid, well-balanced offense, and then fix the problem. Go ahead, Lars Sarge.
So, Bowtie Louie, my Ravens guy. Thank you for being on tonight. They're coming back from Kentucky, by the way, so I appreciate him being on. He's like, I hate RPO because it's an unnecessary risk for the quarterback. Scrambling is one thing, but the road is paved with buster quarterbacks that were OPO guys, and we told football psych agrees with you, Louie.
Yep. I can name it. Daniel Jones, another one hurt. There's another one. You know what I'm saying? At least got RPO guys. You know what I'm saying? We about to go back to that ground and pound. All these teams that made the playoffs right now have solid ground and pound run game going, good solid pocket passer. All these right now, if you look at the teams that's in the playoffs right now, we got one scrambling quarterback, and that's maybe Jalen Hurts. Look at the rest of the team. Look at the rest of the teams that's in the playoffs.
And so Louis is he's like, yeah, copied the tush push, and now the Eagles can barely do it. He's mid-flight. He's in the air back from Kentucky. He's on the show. Thank you, Louis.
All right, so I want to move on quarterbacks here because I got every quarterback we got on our roster. So then we turn around and we hire, obviously we bring back Marcus Mariota, 32 years old. He's going to be 33 next year. We're paying that dude a whopping $8.08 million. We almost pay him as much as Jaden Daniels, who makes 8.7. Right? So it's just like, what the flip? Like, did we get the production out of that? Like, come on.
Coach.
And, almost all of his $8 million contract was guaranteed at signing. $7.49 million was guaranteed at signing.
Coach, between you and me, seriously, with the way our caps, couldn't we keep Mariota one more year? I know we don't want to pay $8 million for a backup, but because Daniels we're only paying $8 million. Couldn't we keep couldn't we keep the pair? Couldn't we go one more year?
Could we? Yes. Should we? No.
No.
Why?
No.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Shaq. You give your.
Okay, so I'm gonna say we don't keep him one age. We can find younger, better, more arm talented quarterbacks as a backup. That's one. Two, if we do keep him, he needs to restructure that deal. He don't need to be paid no $8 million. He needs to restructure that deal if we keep him.
So okay, wait. Okay, so restructure. Get him.
There's no. First of all, there's not a restructure because like the contract will be over.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
And we go get a 6th or 7th round good rookie that we like and keep him at number 2. Why not?
So I'll tell you why not, right? Because the reason why we brought Marcus Mariota in was because he understood Cliff Kingsbury's system. Yeah. I'm saying trash the system. We need a different system. If we go on a different system, we don't need Marcus Mariota because Marcus Mariota is an RPO guy. I don't want him. I don't want him developing another quarterback to be RPO. I don't have any use for Marcus Mariota. And Marcus Mariota is a subpar quarterback at best. And I'm going to show you analytically here in just a second if you hang in with me.
Yep.
I'm going to show you why we don't need a 33-year-old Marcus Mariota next year. Period. So I'm going to make the case. All right. Then we have 39-year-old Josh Johnson, who we paid $1.197 million for. Why do we pay Josh Johnson almost $1.2 million? That's a big check to write, dude. I wouldn't write that check.
He actually just had one decent game.
No, he didn't.
Literally just had.
it wasn't bad for a third string, man.
Yeah,
it wasn't bad for a third string.
His first decent game.
Yeah.
First one.
I would not for that money, dude. I put Sam Hartman out there is what I do.
All right, Paula Fitz wants to know, what system do you want, Coach?
I want a good question. Very good question, Paula. I want a good. I mean, there are so many different types of systems out there, right? I want a pocket presence where you do have play action that exists when there were, because if you do have him roll out, I want Jaden Daniels to be able to scramble because he can do it. And I don't care if he runs, if nothing else is open, as long as he either learns to throw the ball out of bounds before he passes the line of scrimmage, or if he passes the line of scrimmage, that he learns how to slide.
Well, I'm gonna tell you 3 offensive coordinators that come to mind who offenses I wouldn't mind saying Jaden Daniels in. One, Zach Taylor's, because of what he's done up in Cincinnati, right?
Yes.
Todd Monken out of Baltimore. I like Todd Monken's offense in Baltimore. It's just they can't keep Lamar Jackson healthy. I like Todd Monken's offense, right? So those two and Sean McVay. Sean McVay. I would love to have Sean McVay as an
Sean McVay would be coming home.
Yeah,
right?
he'd be. Yeah.
Because Sean McVay was a commander with Redskin before.
So a question to both of you. Mike, you go first. Shaq, you go second. Name me your top 2 quarterbacks that you think have systems that would be great for our team.
As a backup?
No, primary.
Jaden Daniels. I mean, for us right now.
No. Systems.
Oh, you said
other teams. Yeah, with other teams, quarterbacks on other teams that have systems that would be great for ours, for Jaden Daniels.
So I like the system that Shaq was just talking about when it comes to the Bengals offensive coordinator. What's his name again?
Joe Burrow's system. Okay.
That's Zach Taylor, the head coach.
Yeah, Zach Taylor.
He calls the plays.
So I do like that system. I mean, obviously I like Joe Burrow as a quarterback, but they keep him as more of a pocket presence type of quarterback. And, Joe Burrow still had his injury issues, right?
Yep.
But when I'm thinking about Jaden Daniels going forward, I want him staying in the pocket a little bit more. And if I'm concerned about the line breaking down, which I think this line's okay, right? But if you're concerned about him in certain pass positions, then I would play action him out and do what I've said before and get him some distance. Have him do shotgun, have him do a little bit of play action, do things like that. He doesn't necessarily need to take a lot of snaps under center. He didn't do it a lot at LSU anyway. So like, work towards his strengths. But one thing I don't want him to do is I don't want him RPOing where he has designed runs.
Yep.
And if he does run, it's because he's scrambling, and I want him to be smart and actually learn how to slide.
Hey, you know who
what do you got, Jack? What's your quarterback system?
Hey, I'm telling you right now, you know who has mastered the play action football this year? Ben Johnson, and what he's doing with Caleb Williams up there in Chicago. So Ben Johnson would be like, if I wish we could have reeled him in, if that makes sense. Because the things he's doing with Caleb Williams out there, he's not scrambling him, he's not running the RPO offense. It's basic ground and pound, play action pass football in Chicago right now.
We could, woulda, coulda, should you, but he didn't come here because we're basketball guys, right?
Basketball guys.
So, but like, so he's not going to be on the board for consideration.
Nope. All right. Nope. So you know who my choice would be?
Who's that?
The system they got up with the Patriots, Drake May.
That's Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels is an offensive mastermind. Now, hear me though. Hear me.
The system that they're running up with the Patriots right now would be a great system for us. Jaden Daniels.
Now, Lawrence Sarge, hear me though. He had to make adjustments because of Drake May. He had to make adjustments because he was an RPO guy too. Remember when he left to go head coach? His offense was RPO heavy. Remember? So he had to make adjustments for Drake May.
Yeah, I'm talking the system that they're running with Drake.
I'll tell you one thing about Josh McDaniels is he has a huge repertoire. Yeah. Because when he was coaching head coach in Denver Broncos, he wasn't like that when Peyton was there, but he kind of adjusted when they got Tim Tebow.
Yep.
Right. So like things kind of like got a little, I think he can kind of adjust to quarterbacks, right?
Yeah.
The system the Patriots are running from a quarterback perspective, I think would really work with Jaden Daniels.
So Jeff Driscoll was another guy we brought in. $1.255 million for Jeff Driscoll. What the flip are we doing? Who wrote that check?
I don't know, and I don't know why.
I don't know why.
Why wouldn't we play Hartman? Why wouldn't we?
And here's the cheapest dude on the roster. Only $234,000. We pay Sam Hartman.
I can tell you right now, if I was Sam Hartman, I would be outside looking somewhere. I would even be looking at the UFL at this point. Because there ain't no way you gonna embarrass me like this. Like I've been on this roster this whole year, and you gonna bring in this old washed up dude that ain't been here. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, man.
Why wouldn't you be on X saying trade me, please?
Yeah.
Probably because nobody else wants them. Like how what message does it send that you're making $234,000 and you've been on this roster really for 2 years and you can't get activated during a game?
He dressed this game. He just ain't getting no playing time.
I'm like, dude, do they not trust him to throw a ball or what?
I don't know.
Because he hasn't thrown a single ball in regular season action this year.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
So 5 quarterbacks. Here you go. I'm going to give you this nice little stat
Bless
here.
you.
So y'all don't love this one. Lord Sarge's having a sneezing allergy attack or whatever's going on with him. You know it's the fall, right? Like it ain't nothing's blooming.
Sam Hartman. Sorry.
Coach Mad Mike that froze up. There you go.
Get it out of me. I'm just like, what? Why the hell are you going to sign someone? And I mean, really, he's not as good as Sam Hartman?
I don't get it, guys. I really don't get it. But hey, I'm going to show you why I poo-poo on this quarterbacks group altogether. So here is their stats of this year. Because we're talking about, they had a great game, blah, 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 blah. This is their stats that they have this year, right? So when I look at Marcus Mariota, there's his stat line of what he's done this year. There's Jaden Daniels. There's Josh Johnson's. What you don't have is you don't have anything from Jeff Driscoll. He hasn't done anything yet. What you don't have is you haven't done anything from Sam Hartman because he hasn't done anything yet. But all of these are subpar numbers. So what I showed you was an average quarterback will throw for 3,500 yards in a season. The benchmark for an average quarterback is 4,000 yards. We didn't have a quarterback this year that got anywhere close to that.
Nope.
The average quarter. So let's just say, okay, well, the games they did play, how well did they do? An average quarterback percentage, completion percentage, is between 64 and 65%. Look at our completion percentages on there. We don't have anyone that's nearly close to that. The average.
And we can't discount this either, because even when Jaden Daniels did play, he didn't have a bunch of phenomenal games.
No. When you look at this, Jaden Daniels' completion percentage was 60.6%.
Yeah.
The average in the league is 60 to 65. You need to be above 75 to 80 to be considered a good quarterback.
Yeah.
So his performance when he was out there was not even at average level.
Yeah.
It was below average. They all were.
Yeah.
The average touchdown to interception ratio to be considered average is 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. Look at Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels has met that mark at 8-3. Marcus Mariota didn't do it. Josh Johnson didn't do it. While elite quarterbacks or quarterbacks when you want are 3-1 or 4-1 or even higher, as high as 9-1. We don't have that quarterback. Jaden Daniels was on to where he got the 2-1, which is considered average.
Yeah. So that brings me to the question again. If he's injury prone next year, is he our guy moving forward? Is he our long-term solution moving forward?
When I look at stats, I'm thinking not. When I look at quarterback rating, like you see up in the upper right hand, the average quarterback rating to be considered average is between 93 and 95.
Yep.
We don't have a single quarterback that's even in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Like the highest one is Jaden Daniels at 88. That's 5 points off of just being considered average, which means you're below average. Every quarterback that we had performed below average.
Yeah,
I would have, which makes me thinks that if Jaden had been able to play every game this year, that he would have been at the 90 plus.
We still would have seen
one game.
We still would have seen regression. Yeah.
But I'm saying if you play one game, you should at least be have an average performance. Like so.
If
like
McLaurin was
the thing
in,
about ratings,
there was a lot of factors that developed in that. He was out of a lot of games. McLaurin was out of a lot of games.
I get all that. But like, I'm talking about like when you have your opportunity, are you at least average? You're not.
Yeah.
So there's a problem in Washington when you're not at least average. And so when you talk to your point there, Shaq, if you really are a solution moving forward, well, not if you're not even average.
Yeah.
Am I going to spend $60 million a year on a quarterback that can't even get an average rating?
Yeah. No, yeah. To your point. And I completely agree, right? I completely agree. Now, we're going to see how this goes next year with him.
He's going to say yes.
Yeah, and I'm going to say
yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Now, the agent's going to say yes. Now, I do understand. The agent's going to be coming for the money. But again, if the stats ain't adding up, we just now paid Terry McLaurin just a middle of pack receiver all this money. $30 million a year. He's a middle pack receiver. He wasn't even in the top 15 for receiving stats, right?
Yeah.
But we paid him. So I want to see how this plays. Top 10 money. So I want to see how this plays out. There are a lot of teams Terry McLaurin will go to, and we be number 2. So I want to see how this plays out with Jaden Daniels moving forward. It is like, especially if he does not stay healthy next year.
So let me show you this, because I'm on my rampage on quarterbacks, and I'll do other position groups on other weeks. But like, I'm on quarterbacks tonight, right? Wait till I get to receivers and running backs and all those other position groups.
Skill positions, we need help.
So here is the total amount of salaries that we're paying for all 5 quarterbacks that we've entertained this year, roughly a little over $19 million. Okay, so this number is going to drastically go up if Jaden Daniels or whoever our franchise quarterback is going to be. But still, over $19 million for like sub-average performance for 2025. I'm sorry, that doesn't cut it. And here's the issues that I have assessed. This is my assessment. Coach Mad Mike's assessment. The issues of the Commanders that they clearly do not have a rebuild or retool strategy in mind.
Nope.
I don't see it.
Nope.
The quarterback room in its totality is subpar and not built for any kind of future growth. And the Commanders missed on many opportunities to try to improve here. So how do I fix it? Because I always like coming up with a solution. Like, if I took charge today, how would I fix it? Like, trade deadline's behind me. Free agency doesn't start until March. Like,
Yep.
what could I possibly do today to probably do it? Right?
Hey.
I'm looking for a new coordinator. I'm looking for who's my new quarterbacks coach going to be? And I'm thinking, like, who can I bring in off of someone's practice squad right now and activate him to my active roster and get rid of one of these bums who's not going to be on the roster next year, aka Josh Johnson.
Yep. Hey, Driscoll not going to be there next year. Now, let me ask you this. Since we talking about quarterbacks right now, we talking about quarterbacks right now. How would y'all feel about us bringing in Tua as a backup? Because Tua ain't getting the starting job back in Miami. I mean, if Tua can stay healthy, he's a decent quarterback. He's better than all the other quarterbacks we got on the roster.
So I need to assess him by where he's really truly at and not just his name.
Yeah.
But Lard Sarge is shaking his head violently no. Why?
Yeah. Tell me why.
Shout out. I want to send a shout out to Ebony. Ebony, thanks for joining the channel. Appreciate it, Ebony.
Thank you, Ebony.
Thank you, Ebony.
Ebony's got a comment. We appreciate you being on our channel. Thank you for tuning in. Ebony's got a comment. Washington is going to continue to be trash. Shout out to Shaq.
All right, yeah, you're right.
It's going to be trash if they don't get a new head coach, period. Shout out to Ebony. Shout out to Shaq. Yes, Ebony, I agree.
Yep.
Tua sucks. He's got head damage.
Hey,
no. Sorry. No.
Hey, hear me, Lard Sarge. Name another quarterback on that roster better than he ain't better than. Name somebody on that roster right now besides Jay Daniels. There's better than Tua.
Mariota.
Man, get out of here.
Mariota's not better.
No, he's not better.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not, man.
Yeah, he is. Go look at the stats.
I'm gonna pull him up right now. I can pull him up side by side.
I just showed you Marcus Mariota's stats. They're trash.
Trash.
I had to pull up Tua's stats.
Tua's stats are trash.
He ain't getting the starting job back in Miami, so he's gonna be on the market next year.
Exactly.
Why? It's just a matter of who's gonna take on this contract. And I don't think nobody's gonna take that contract on. They're gonna wind up cutting him and taking the cap hit. Hold on.
Well, I would have to look up his contract details. So you're just now springing that on me. But
Jeff said Prince Charming is finally playing good at Jacksonville.
Yeah, no one cares about the Jags, man. Come on.
Yeah, we do. The Jags are doing awesome.
They are doing awesome. It pisses me off, but they're doing awesome.
The playoff picture is insane this year. I'm loving this.
Okay, so with Tua being hurt, and before he got bent, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff, 2,660 yards, 67.7 completions, 20 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, 95 QBR.
Wait, 20 touchdowns and 15 interceptions. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. And he got but do you hear what his QBR is though? 95. Above average. Above average, right?
That's all you need to hear.
Above average. That's all we need for a backup.
Yeah, 15 picks is all you need.
Can I bring some realization into the conversation?
Yep,
so the realization into this conversation about Tua is this. He just signed a massive long-term deal with the Miami Dolphins.
He did.
And so that occurred in the 2024 season, which was last year. But it was like a massive, massive deal that takes him through 2032. But realistically, 2028, the way it's currently structured. Yeah. If we were, let's hypothetically say we made a trade to bring in Tua into the Commanders. Yeah. His base salary, like his cap hit to the Dolphins would be $56 million. Yeah. But this base salary that we would inherit for 2026 would be $39 million, we're not going to pay $39 million for a backup quarterback.
No.
So it's not feasible. The only
it
way
ain't
we
gonna
do
happen.
that is if we thought he was
Yeah, it
going to
ain't
be a
gonna happen.
starter.
Yeah.
The only way any team would do that is to make him a starter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look, and he threw for almost 5,000 yards in 2023.
In 2023, yes. 2 years, 2 years ago, you might want to look at that, right? But no. Ain't gonna. I'm sorry, Shaq, man.
Okay, well, I'm just throwing hypothetical.
Sorry.
I'm thinking future,
better buy. Keep them both.
I'm thinking
$60 million.
futuristically.
That's it. And you have a starter and a backup that knows the system. And listen, I get it. We might not keep our OC. We might not. But I don't know any team worth their salt that would hire our OC. Like, seriously, who's stupid enough to hire him?
Somebody
But
is.
just because nobody else is going to hire him doesn't mean we got to keep him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. But
right.
But
I mean, we should be on the market for an OC.
Yeah.
You let the head coaching jobs all get filled, and then you see who's left. Yeah. And you got to ask yourself, is that a system I want to bring to Washington? Because I want a system that Jaden Daniels can play, but Jaden Daniels will be protected, and that will actually get these weapons moving in Washington, right? Because we do have some weapons.
Yeah, but
we got to figure it out.
Is Dan Quinn smart enough to make that recommendation to the head shed?
Well, the head shed is Adam Peters. Is he smart enough to go out there and get it?
You think so? Because he doesn't know what to do in the draft?
I'm
asking in the draft.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. Remember last week we discussed about trading back and getting more picks and stuff like that. If Adam Peters squanders this first round pick this year, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not watching no Commanders, Redskins football game in 2026. I'm telling you right now.
You'll still be drunk in the parking lot.
Yes, you will. Don't lie to me, Shaq. Don't lie to me. Don't lie. Don't lie on this channel.
I'll still be tailgating.
You'll still be tailgating.
You will.
So here's the deal. What I decided to do is I've decided to throw out some examples of guys I would bring in that's better than the trash we got in the room. That we actually wanted to bring a guy in today. This is a snapshot of today. If Mike Belton freaking became part of the team, what would I do? I would fire one of these dudes that are on my roster now because they're not part of my future. You can pick one. Josh Johnson, Jeff Driscoll. I don't care. I would probably like who's going to start these last games? Who cares, really?
Yeah.
If it was up to me, I'd probably start Sam Hartman the rest of the way out.
Let him go. Let him play. Let him rock out.
Yeah, and then I really don't need Marcus Mariota, Josh Johnson, or Jeff Driscoll because they're not part of my future.
The Driscolls definitely should be cut immediately, and Johnson should be cut immediately.
Yeah, cut them. So, I want to show you a couple of examples that you could actually do today. I don't know why these guys don't think of this stuff, right? Because the only thing that you can do at this particular point is sign somebody on free agency, which there's nobody out there. Or number two, sign somebody off of someone's practice squad.
Yeah.
And if you got a practice squad player out there that you can do it, why don't you get somebody really, really young that you can develop now that you can take into the offseason with?
Right.
So here, I'm going to flash through some names here.
Cam Newton.
Brady Cook, rookie, 24 years old, played for Missouri, and he is on the Jets practice squad. Why not?
He's starting now.
Right.
Brady Cook is starting now.
So
he's been starting the last 2 weeks.
So if they put him back on the practice squad, go get him.
They're not. They're starting him.
So if they're starting him, we missed our window again. But a 6'2" quarterback, 215 pounds, rookie out of Missouri. How about this one? Seth Hennigan with the Carolina Panthers. 6'3", 215 pounds, played for Memphis.
Yeah.
22 years old. How about this guy? Cam Miller.
Yeah.
All right. 24-year-old rookie. Played for North Dakota State. Why not bring him in? He's a little short. He's only 6 foot tall.
Yeah, but I like the name Cam. Just sign him because his name is Cam.
Cam.
Then you got DJ, and I cannot pronounce this guy's last name.
Wait. I gotta try it. Wait.
Uiagalelei.
Yeah. Uiagalelei.
He played quarterback at Florida State. 24-year-old rookie, 6'4", 252 pounds. That dude could take a hit.
Hell no, he can run like oh yeah, get that guy.
Yeah, why not sign him from somebody's practice squad?
6'4", 252. That dude is massive, man.
That dude's a big dude, man. That dude can take a hit. He played for Florida State. You know that dude can play some ball, man.
He can break a tackle.
Yeah.
How about this guy, Kyle McCord, who's currently with the Eagles on the practice squad? 23 years old, played at Syracuse. 6'3", 218 pounds. Like, that's 5 options I just gave you that if I was the guy and I'm the general manager, I'm thinking I want to bring a kid in that I can develop, that I can take in the offseason and be part of my offseason program, because you never know how these guys are going to pan out. Like, what else do I have a choice to do right now? I'm going to sit up Josh Johnson, who's 39 years old. He's not my future.
No, Coach, let him go.
Coach, why aren't we cutting? Obviously, Sam is not the deal. Why aren't we cutting Sam? Why aren't we cutting Johnson? Why aren't we cutting the other guy and bringing a couple of the practice squad guys in and starting them in the last game?
I would keep Sam Hartman.
Why?
Just for right now, because he knows the current system. He'd be starting right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would start Sam Hartman. But I would pick one of these picks that you just highlighted in and put him in the system, and I would play him.
So I wouldn't play him necessarily. I would put one of these guys in right now to be the backup to Sam Hartman.
I'd play him a half.
Here's the reason why. Here's the reason why. These guys. Here's the reason why. Because these guys don't know Cliff Kingsbury's system. You just walk in day one and go like, "Hey, I'm ready to run your entire offense." No. And oh, by the way, I don't really want them learning Cliff Kingsbury's offense. Right? He's going to be like one of these guys will be the break glass in case of emergency. I'll throw you out there. But right now, I want you in practice, and I want to be able to develop your talent with a good quarterbacks coach, because I'm thinking future. Right? I'm thinking who could potentially make my 53-man roster or my practice squad next year. And so I would want to bring one of these guys in. Why waste a roster spot on a 39-year-old backup quarterback? He's not your future.
You know, we lost our quarterback coach, right? He's the head coach for Stanford now.
Great.
Yeah,
who do we have now?
It's Tavita Pritchard. He's gone. He's
gone. Yeah, we got another dude. Ball, I think is his name.
Yeah.
So, and we're going to hire another guy. But when we have a new coaching staff in, they're going to hire another guy too. But still, like, one of these guys can learn underneath Jaden Daniels, right? One of these guys can still learn from Sam Hartman, who kind of understands the system, but he's also been in the league for a couple of years. Like, these guys can still do stuff. Go ahead, Sarge.
Jeff says DJ played at 5 different colleges. He's horrible. And then Ebony said, I vote DJ. And then Kyle said, Kyle Trask is who you should bring in. And Chase said, I agree. To Jeff.
Kyle Trask. Why Kyle Trask? Kyle Trask. Kyle Trask.
Kyle Trask is actually good.
He's a University of Florida quarterback, so you know he's garbage. He's garbage.
Trask is actually a good pick.
Is that Jeff's pick?
He's a University of Florida quarterback. Trash.
Kyle Trask is actually a good pick.
Trash.
The best quarterback. I think the best quarterback that ever came out of the university. I think the best quarterback that ever came out of the University of Florida was probably Danny Werfel.
He says, "Why be a hater, Shaq? Why be a hater?"
Oh, you know, Danny Werfel, and then Danny Werfel. Who else?
Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow. Who else came out of Florida? That's worth something. That's worth something.
But University of Florida quarterbacks don't make it in the NFL.
No,
right, we're talking backups.
Yeah, no, they don't.
Yeah, I like your picks. I like your picks there, Coach.
Yeah, I like that. I like those too.
So how about this one? He's with the Saints. Hunter Deckers, 24 years old. That dude played at community college, man. He's got to be better than freaking our guys.
312? Yeah.
Why not, right?
Yeah, why not?
So, like, I'm telling you, like, they're like, if you know, like, to me, the first thing I think of when I look at our organization is, what are those scouts doing, man? Like, you know what? I found this information out in 30 minutes by doing a Google search. and I'm already thinking of recommendations that I would do to fix our roster. And I don't get paid diddly. What the flip does an entire coaching department do? What does an entire freaking scouting department do? What does Adam Peters do on a day-to-day basis?
For millions of dollars.
For millions of dollars. What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Don't get Coach Mad Mike started, man. Somebody freaking reel me in.
Hey man, listen. All I know is this: the Adam Peters and them better go in this offseason and they better get rid of all these dinosaurs, and we better come in here young, hot, ready, and fresh. This draft is going to determine everything. If I'm telling you right now, soon as this season ends, Marshawn Lattimore need to be gone, out of here. I'm talking about out of here, and I'm still up in the air about if we should bring Debo back or not. You know what I'm saying? Like there are things that need to be. There are hard decisions that have to be made with this thing, and they need to start right away.
On contract. I think Debo's still on contract, but Marshawn Lattimore definitely is, because he's going to cost us $18 million, which is stupid money. Like, no, he needs to be like gone.
He needs to be gone.
To me, my recommendation with him is you start by trying to trade him, and then when everybody says no, then you go, okay, I just got to cut him.
Yep.
We're still number 7 in the draft. So Shaq, do you think the organization, the head shed at the top, is going to be successful in this draft?
I told you, I gave you my conditions for it last week. We have to trade.
I'm not talking conditions. I'm talking. Do you think these guys are going to make the right choices? Man,
listen.
My vote is hell no. They're going to be stupid.
So it's not they're going to be stupid. I just don't. I think they're not going to address the real needs of this thing. And we're going to go out here. We're going to
be stupid.
Yeah, we're going to draft players that we really don't need. I don't think we're going to address none of the issues on this thing. Like, we're going to go out third round. We don't need no more receivers. We're going to draft a receiver. Instead of drafting the defensive end, safeties, defensive backs, interior defensive linemen, offensive linemen, stuff that we really, really sorely need, we're going to go out and get a skill position player. Stuff like that.
All three of us at this particular time, at this date, do we all agree we need to pick an edge rusher at 12, 15, somewhere in there? That should be our first pick, no matter where we are in the draft. And that we should trade back our 7th or whatever it is to get that person and try to pick up a 2nd or a 4th, 5th, 6th to get that person. Whatever it is. But we need an edge.
So I'm going to agree. So I kind of agree, but let me give you a couple of COAs here, right? So because the draft, it really depends on what shapes out draft day, right? Mm-hmm. So at the number 6 pick or number 7 pick, if we hold where we're at, right? Let's assume that it just plays out the rest of the way where we're number 7.
Looks like it.
So I think the main edge rusher that was at that point might be gone at 5 or 6 right before us.
Right.
He might not still be on the board. So the question is first of all, is there another team that's willing to trade up to that spot to get who? Yeah. Right?
Yep.
Because if you don't have a team that's desperate for one, it's like, I got to move up because I got to get this player. Otherwise, he's not going to be on the board. I can't think of who that player might be that a team necessarily would go I got to move up to number 7 to get this guy. Because that's how it's not, I do believe we have the desire to trade back, but we have to have a trade partner.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
So if we do have a trade partner and we can trade back, okay, well, how far are we trade back, or what kind of compensation are we talking about? It's easy to say, yeah, I'd like to trade back to mid-round.
Who's at number in there that another team needs that they would trade up for us to get, and what are they going to offer for it? Well, who's at number 7 that is so valuable to another team that they'll bump up and give us something that we want?
Well, listen, so hear me. The best player in this draft is Notre Dame's running back, and right now he's going to be on the board at number 7. He is the best player in this draft. He's the best. He's the best.
We disagree, Shaq.
No, sorry. He's the best player in this draft, and he's going to be there at number 7.
The number 1 player in this draft is the Heisman winner quarterback?
Fernando Mendoza is not going to have a good NFL career. This dude is gas. He's a system guy. His quarterback comparisons is Jared Goff and Geno Smith, man. Get out of here. Fernando Mendoza is not going to have a good NFL career. And they know there's so many other quarterbacks coming out this year.
He's going to go number one, though.
Coach?
He's going to go number one because he won the Heisman.
I hear Shaq, Coach.
I mean, I'm okay with his analysis on that. Like, I'm not ready to write him off and saying he's going to be a bust in the NFL. You never know. He could be a Ryan Leaf, but he could surprise you, right? Like, he could. It just depends on how he approaches.
Let's talk about where he's going to go. Let's talk about the draft. Where is he going to go in the draft? Number one?
He's going to go number one.
He's going to go number one.
Oh, okay. So we agree on that. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hands down. Like, who's going to beat him for the number one spot at this point?
All right. Now, that's what I'm talking about. That's all I'm talking about.
He's going to go number one, and that's where the race is going to be, is who's going to jump up to number one to go get him.
Yeah.
Raiders or the Giants.
So, the Raiders only got to move up right now one spot. The Giants got to move up 4 spots. And so that's premium to move up like that. Yeah. To move up 4 spots to get into the number one spot, that's big. They're going to have to give up a lot, and they might not be willing to do it.
Yeah.
But we'll see. It depends on how desperate you are, right? But the thing is when the board starts playing itself out and you get to number 7, who's going to be there that somebody's desperate for? I need to do that draft analysis, and I'm not there yet. So be patient, guys, because I will figure it out. But, who's the player that's going to be there? Shaq has a good person. That running back could be a guy that if someone goes I really want him, I want him, my mouth is salivating, and if I don't jump up to number 7, he's not going to be there. Maybe, but I don't know yet.
I mean, right? It's a consensus. It's a consensus. He is the running back from Notre Dame is the best. He's the best player in this draft. Hands down, the best player in this draft. And he's going to be around at number 7.
He might be. And so that might be the juicy target. I don't want him. Even though he's the best running back in the draft, I don't want him because I'd rather have more picks.
Yeah.
Not that he's a bad choice, but you got Bill. Do you believe in Bill or do you not believe in Bill? Right.
Yep.
And we're stupid enough to do something like that. But I'm hoping that wisdom prevails and we go let somebody else be desperate for him. And let's use that as an opportunity to trade back.
Or we got a challenge. We just got a football psych challenge.
Hold on, man. Let me get my challenge flag.
Jeff is challenging football psych's knowledge. Thank you, Jeff, for the challenge. We appreciate it. You got the flag? You got the challenge flag?
I got the yellow flag. I don't have my red flag.
All right, we got the challenge flag. The challenge flag is
my red flag.
Heisman quarterback has ever made a great quarterback in the NFL.
What Heisman? What Heisman?
Heisman quarterback has ever made a great quarterback in the NFL.
Lamar Jackson is one. I mean, I can start running these off if you need me to.
I think we got a deal done with Lamar, but let's get number 2 for Jeff.
How about Eli Manning? Eli Manning was a Heisman Trophy winner.
Number 2.
And he won 2 Super Bowls.
He won 2 Super Bowls.
Let's get number 3, just so we can put it to rest for Jeff.
Okay.
I'm thinking. I'm not using Google right now. I'm not using Google.
No, yeah, me neither.
What about Baker Mayfield? Shay's jumping in with Baker. I think Baker qualifies, even though he hasn't won a Super Bowl.
No, Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford
won the Heisman?
Yeah, I think Matthew Stafford won a Heisman. Hold on. Now let me Google that.
Now Google it.
Yeah,
because
I think Matthew Stafford won a Heisman.
There's been a number of them that have done pretty well.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see.
There's been a number that have done pretty well, but there's been a number of them that have flopped too.
The channel's lighting up. I love how you all lighting up the channel like this.
All right, love it.
Jeff,
Light us up, baby. Light us up.
Jeff, excuse
me. Hey, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow, there you go.
Joe Burrow.
Out of LSU.
All right, Jeff. Down. Challenge accepted. Down.
Joe Burrow. That was another one. I think about it.
Right out of LSU, maybe. Not the trophy winner.
Joe Burrow.
I had to think. How did I not think of him?
Yep, I had to think.
Gosh, man.
Football
hold on.
site met the challenge. Is Joe great? Is Joe Burrow great?
Yeah, Joe Burrow's great to me. He's had
yeah.
some crappy surrounding cast, and he's been injured a little bit because of
Joe
his
Burrow's
offensive
great.
line.
Oh
But
Matt
Joe
Stafford,
Burrow's
he
a
didn't win
freaking elite quarterback by far.
Yeah.
Jeff,
he didn't win the Heisman.
Jeff, seriously, great challenge. We appreciate the challenge.
I do. I love that.
Coach, you need to keep the challenge. This has got to be a feature on the show from now on. We need to have a challenge section.
No. You don't have to tell me.
Have the flags to throw the challenge. We need a red flag. There's a challenge. It's got to be a feature on the show where any guest needs to throw the challenge flag to the team. I think it's a great feature.
I'll put my red challenge flag, so when somebody on our fan base says, "Hey, I want to throw the red flag," I got my red flag. I can throw
exactly. And we need to now address that feature of this show goes to Jeff for introducing that feature on this show.
We'll call it the Jeff Challenge.
The Jeff Challenge.
The Jeff Challenge.
Oh yeah, but how did we forget about Joe Burrow? That's
Joe Burrow's like one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time, man. And he, of course, out of LSU, man, he was amazing, and he won the Heisman. Yeah.
Thanks, Ebony. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. Thanks, Ebony. You have a good week. We'll see you next week.
All right, guys. Well, anyway, hey, that's our show for tonight, everybody. This is Football Psych, baby, and we are out of here.
Yeah. Hell.